Hi, I'm Hannah Cheetham. I'm the founder of Built in Kind. I've come down from Newcastle thanks to the Woodworkers Association of New South Wales to join Dunstone Design's 2024 Production Masterclass. My practice Built in Kind focuses on custom furniture joinery as well as teaching people from diverse communities the craft as well. I would also like to thank Britton Timbers for supplying the timbers on this project.
So Hannah, what's the best part of being a professional woodworker?
I think to be able to work with my body and my hands every day and to realise designs and can bring them to life. My background's in architecture, and often you're so detached from your design and from the making of the design that to be able to manifest it out of material that's come from the earth is really so special. And you get to learn about how the forest grows and the origins of materials,
it's because timber's both dead and alive simultaneously, and you can envisage something and build it, both a sophisticated object with a technical knowledge. I imagine that's the sort of thing that you're enjoying there.
Yeah, absolutely. And often working with recycled timbers too, like elongating its life and bringing it new justice and new purpose when otherwise it could have ended up in landfill. I think it's really quite a privilege to work with that material. I think the most frustrating part of being a furniture maker, and not so much frustration, but I guess the difficult parts are affording to work in the industry and the rent over space and purchasing, I guess the capital infrastructure in the first place to get started. I'm very fortunate in that I work out of collective and there's more established woodworkers in that space who very generously share their equipment. But I imagine if I didn't have access to that, there's no way I could be practicing professionally as a woodworker. I had a teacher at university, he's an architect, Richard Plastria, and he really taught me about the magic of making and about the spirit inside of objects, and I guess just how much more rich to make something brings your design process. And he really believed in me and mentored me and facilitated my, entering into fine furniture out of what was otherwise, set in theatre and sort of more quick production. So I really appreciated his mentorship. And then I would say definitely Jonathan Everett, who's a practicing furniture maker in Newcastle. He manages the soap factory where I operate, and he's very generous in sharing his equipment, but also his knowledges. And I think without that kind of guidance, I haven't got a formal apprenticeship and they're hard to come by. Without that mentorship, I wouldn't be able to grow and develop my skills. I wish I could go back in time and feel like it was my place as a woman to work in this industry at 16. But it was difficult and I didn't see that exemplified elsewhere. So I wish I could go back in time and believe in my right to be in this space because it's beautiful and the people in the industry are beautiful. But I didn't know that at the time. In 10 years' time, I would love to have my own workshop. And I would like that to be a combined design fabrication space, but also a teaching facility, an open sort of community workshop so that, we can open up the craft to more people across our community. Participating in the Dunstone Design Masterclass has exceeded my expectations. I got the chance to make this gorgeous waterfall stool in Blackwood and to put my hand to something so beautiful and so detailed for the first time has been exceptional. The most valuable thing I learnt from this course was, I think, in observing the way that a professional workshop is laid out and I guess the curated kit of machinery and how they're positioned and how they're utilised and adapted to work more safely or more efficiently. That's been the most valuable. Participating in this course has definitely made me more likely to feel confident in employing a team of people to work with in the future and to train myself. I think seeing how Evan works with his team has really exemplified how to do that really beautifully and ethically and how you make the most of each other's skills in a small business environment. It's always so beautiful to work with people who are coming to the craft for different reasons, whether they be aspiring woodworkers or hobbyists, or I guess aspiring professionals like Owen and myself. I think they just bring, despite our backgrounds, like a collective appreciation of the craft and the beauty that it brings our lives. I would really like to thank the Woodworkers Association of New South Wales for sponsoring my position in this class, because it's brought so much value to my experience, and I feel just so much more confident and inspired to keep deepening and expanding my practice in woodwork.